Hey, what's up? It's Paul from Guitar World, and today we're going to be looking at two smoking new stomp boxes from Bogner, the Ecstasy Red and Blue. Let's check them out. Bogner amplification is well known for producing modern high gain and classic crunch tones found in their amp line. Now Bogner has turned their attention to making stomp boxes to create those legendary tones in his most popular model, the Ecstasy. And these two brand new stomp boxes, the Ecstasy Blue and the Ecstasy Red, is based on the separate channels of that particular head. Depending on the type of gain you're looking for, the Ecstasy Blue and the Ecstasy Red offered various flavors of gain. Starting with the Ecstasy Blue, this certainly handles the classic crunch style of gain, while the Ecstasy Red definitely has more high gain and aggressive sounds. Both operate just like channels on amp with EQ and gain and volume controls, and of course, mini toggles along with boost and on-off switches. Starting with the Ecstasy Blue, we have the knobs for volume and gain, and of course the EQ, treble, middle, bass. There's also an additional knob found on the gain and the volume to basically set the levels or the amount of gain. Up on top over here, we have mini toggles, which offer a little bit of voicing. So over here we have the Variac, Bogner's proprietary switch here. You can basically add a little bit more sponginess and compression to your tone when you turn it on, or you can have it wide open. The mode switch actually gives you another sort of voicing of gain, more on the plexi side, or the blue, which gives you a bit more gain. Over here we have the pre-EQ, which of course is a mini toggle. B1 adds a bit more treble boost. B2 adds a little bit more treble and mid-range boost, and of course N means neutral, so whatever you set the EQ for. The structure, again, is another sort of voicing switch based on the Ecstasy model amplifiers, 101, 100, and 20th anniversary. There's also an additional, of course, a boost switch to add more volume and gain to your sound as well. On top here, we have input-output jacks and a remote jack in case you want to operate this particular pedal on a rack. The Ecstasy Blue as well as the Ecstasy Red run on either a 9-volt battery or a 9-volt power. The Ecstasy Red is just about identical to the Ecstasy Blue as far as controls, same gain, volume, and EQ, boost, on-off, same structure with the same models of the Ecstasy and the pre-EQ, as I mentioned before. The only thing different found here is the mode switch. You can basically add a tighter, focused mid-range. There's also the mellow switch. And then, of course, there's full for a real round tone. Let's begin with the Ecstasy Blue. I'm going to start off on the plexi mode with the Variac off, B2 in pre-EQ, and it's starting out with 101. You'll basically hear how this is definitely more in the classic crunch side of things, and it's not as gainy until I'll move it halfway in the playing example over to blue and start moving the other switches so you get to hear how much more gain you can get, and then I'll add the boost on top of it so you can get full throttle on this particular pedal. With these Bogner Ecstasy pedals, it's best not to have an overdriven amp. They really thrive on having sort of a clean sound and using these as your preamp. So here's my clean sound. And now let's turn on the Bogner Blue. Moving over to the Ecstasy Red, this certainly has all the gain that you'll ever need. I'm going to mess around with, of course, the mode, giving you different variations of the tight, mellow, and full mode sounds. Then I'll mess with the structure, and of course the pre-EQ I have on B1 right now, and you'll hear a little bit of that as I move that, but I won't move that as much. And I'll also boost it so you can hear just the insane amount of gain that you can get out of this particular stomp box. Bogner Amps is world class when it comes to modern gain tones. And if you're looking for a stomp box that is truly an amp in a box, these brand new Ecstasy Blue and Red stomp boxes produce those legendary Ecstasy sounds in just a pedal. Definitely check it out.